Music for the quiet hours. It's just for you.
Caution. Listening to the following program may cause drowsiness.
Do not drive or operate heavy machinery.
This is Elevator Club.
Hello and welcome to Elevator Club. Everyone has someone special in their daily lives, be it a life partner, sibling, relative, friend, or even a pet. They all bring you joy, peace, and laughter. Tonight's program is filled with songs about those someones and the value they place in your life. Please enjoy for Someone Special on this edition of Elevator Club.
Tenderness is holding you in my arms. Loveliness is seeing you there. Loving you so much and always hoping that you know it. Wanting so bad to share my every thought with you. Loneliness is when I'm not with you, babe. Emptiness is when you're away. Loneliness is missing the sound of you quietly sleeping, missing the warmth of you lying by my side. 'Cause you are something special in my life, my love. Don't take your precious love away from me. Something special in my life, my love. You're everything I wanted love to be. Happiness is knowing I'm coming home to someone like you, loving you so much and always hoping that you know it, wanting so bad to share my every thought with you. You are something special in my life, my love.
Those were the Living Strings and My Special Dream, and we also heard from Chris Botti, a beautiful rendition of Make Someone Happy. And we started the set off with Robert Goulet and You're Something Special. Well, you're not something special, you're someone special on this program. That's the name of our program, For Someone Special. And thank you for logging on or tuning in, whatever the case may be, and hanging in with me for the next couple of hours. And a reminder, you can get the playlist with the artists and selections from the Elevator Club website at elevatorclubradio.ca. There is no cost, no obligation. You don't have to sign up for anything. It's just going to be the first thing you see when you log on to your screen. And you'll also find links to download this program or listen to the podcast. There's a whole bunch of other programs up there to enjoy at your leisure. And we're into our 26th year of Elevator Club, so there's lots of vintage programming there for you to listen to. After the break, we'll hear from Nancy Ames, beautiful rendition of Someone to Light Up My Life, and that's coming up right after this.
A good book and a glass of wine by a cozy fire, made much more enjoyable listening to Elevator Club.
Where shall I look for a love to replace you? Someone to light up my life. Someone with your loving ways, eyes like a soft autumn haze. Someone with your laughing style and a smile will go on haunting me endlessly. Sometimes in stars or the swift flight of seabirds, I catch a moment of you. That's why I walk all alone, searching for something unknown, searching for something or someone to light up my life. And a smile I know will go on haunting me endlessly. Sometimes in stars or the swift flight of seabirds, I catch a moment of you. That's why I walk all alone, searching for something unknown, searching for something or someone to light up my life.
Lately I find myself out gazing at stars, hearing guitars, like someone in love. Sometimes the things I do astound me, mostly whenever you're around me. Lately I seem to walk as though I had wings, bump into things like someone in love. Each time I look at you, I'm limp as a glove and feeling like someone in love. Lately I seem to walk as though I had wings. I bump into things like someone in love. Each time I look at you, as a glove and feeling like someone in love.
This is your friend and companion, the beautiful music of Elevator Club.
Someone really loves you, guess who? Someone really needs you, guess why? Someone wants to kiss you and hold you tight. Someone wants to love you each and every night. Someone wants to say hello. I know he'll never let you go. When he looks into your eyes, I know that you will realize and guess just who that someone must be. I know you'll know that someone is me. Someone wants to kiss you and hold you tight. Someone wants to love you each and every night. Someone wants to say hello. I know he'll never let you go. When he looks into your eyes, I know that you will realize and guess just who that someone must be. I know you'll know that someone. I know you'll know that someone is me.
to last. And the last thing that I want is to ever make your smile go away.
Keep the memories, take the best of what we had. I can't stand to watch what once was great go bad. And if I can't be with you,
You're listening to music for someone special on this edition of Elevator Club. That was Arthur Greenslade and the Starborne Strings with A Time for Love. And we heard from John Fox and his London Studio Orchestra with My Special Angel. Anita Baker, along with James Ingram, sang When You Love Someone. And Neil Richardson and his orchestra played There Is Someone Lovelier Than You. I don't know who that would be. We also heard from Johnny Mathis, one of my favorite Mathis tunes, starting off that set with Someone. Great arrangement by Ray Ellis. We also heard from John Fox again with his London Studio Orchestra and Someone That I Used to Love. And Frank Sinatra sang Like Someone in Love, and Percy Faith and his orchestra with Someone Like You. We also heard from Herman Clebanoff and his orchestra with I'm Falling in Love with Someone. And Nancy Ames started off that nice long set with Someone to Light Up My Life. After the break, we'll hear from actress Debbie Reynolds and A Very Special Love. And that's coming up right after this.
You're spending a Sunday evening with Gord Bibby and Elevator Club.
Anytime at all you're near me, 'cause you're near, you cheer me. That's a very special reason for a very special love. We don't need to speak a word, dear, still each word is heard, dear. That's a very special reason for a very special love. A heart is just a heart, nothing more, nothing less, just a heart until the day that love comes to stay forever, and our love will last a lifetime as a man and wife time. That's a very special reason for a very special love. Yes, our love will last a lifetime as a man and wife time. That's a very special reason for a very special love. Lucky girl and lucky boy, we've a wondrous world of joy in a very special love.
love, a love to last past Saturday night. I'd like to know it's more than love at first sight. I want a Sunday kind of love. I want a love that's on the square. Can't seem to find somebody to care. I'm on a lonely road that leads me nowhere. I need a Sunday kind of love. I do my Sunday dreaming and all my Sunday scheming every minute, every hour, every day. I'm hoping to discover a certain kind of lover who will show me the way. My arms need someone to enfold, to keep me warm when Mondays are cold. A love for all my life, to have and to hold. I want a Sunday kind of love. My arms need someone to enfold, to keep me warm when Mondays are cold. A love for all my life, to have and to hold. Don't want a Monday kind, I want a Sunday kind of
great music from the Elevator Club with Gord Bibby.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Something in your kiss just told me my sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying my someplace is here. If I had it in my power, I'd arrange for every girl to have your charm. Then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. If I had it in my power, I'd arrange for every girl to have your charm. Then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. Your love is
until you find the one you want to want you. Until you find her eyes constantly haunt you. Until no other lips ever can thrill you. You'll never know the glory of a heart in love. Until you're swept away with an emotion as high as stars above, as great as the ocean. Don't say you've been in love, for it isn't true. Until you love someone as I love you. Don't say you've been in love, for it isn't true. Until you love someone as I love you.
One of my favorite pop tunes from the 60s, that was Bill Purcell and Our Winter Love. We also heard from Dean Martin with Until You Love Someone, and Billy May and his orchestra played Lovewise. We also heard from Percy Faith and his orchestra with My Love, and Barry Manilow started off the second half of the program with Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime. We also heard from Billy Vaughn with Sweet Someone, and Hagood Hardy with Harlequin, A Time for Love, and that was Billy Eckstine singing A Sunday Kind of Love. Bill Badgley and his piano and orchestra with In the Arms of Love, music composed by Henry Mancini, and we started the set off with Debbie Reynolds and A Very Special Love. After the break, we'll hear from Jack Jones, excellent rendition of Someone to Watch Over Me. And that's coming up right after this.
Just beautiful music.
You're listening to the most beautiful music in the world, Elevator Club.
There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that she turns out to be someone who watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who'll watch over me. Although I may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to her heart I carry the key. Won't you tell her please to put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me.
some girls think of as handsome. To her heart I'm gonna carry the key. Won't you tell her please to put on some speed, follow my lead, how I need someone to watch over me. Someone to watch over me.
You're spending a Sunday evening with Gord Bibby and Elevator Club.
We both are lost and alone in the world. Walk with me in the gentle rain. Don't be afraid, I've a hand for your hand, and I will be your love for a while. I feel your tears as they fall on my cheek. They are warm like the gentle rain. Come, little one, you've got me in the world, and our love will be sweet, very sad, very sweet, like the gentle rain, like the gentle rain, like the gentle rain.
Everybody needs to have someone to love. Someone to love. Everybody's got to have someone to love. Someone to love. Everybody needs to have someone to love. Someone to love. Everybody's got to have someone to love.
Be careful what you do to me. This game of love is new to me. I've never made a move I hadn't planned myself. But nowadays, I just don't understand myself. Lately, I find myself out gazing at stars, hearing guitars, like someone in love. Sometimes the things I do astound me. Mostly whenever you're around me. Lately I seem to walk as though I had wings. Bump into things like someone in love. Each time I look at you, I'm limp as a glove and feeling just like someone in love. Each time I look at you, I'm limp as a glove and feeling just like someone in love.
You are listening to the beautiful music of Elevator Club.
like you. Someone just like you. Belonging to someone is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Knowing there's someone who cares makes my heart sing. My heart sings it, ting-a-ling. Belonging to someone can be worth more than silver or gold. Love is a gift from above to have and to hold. Hold me tight, hold me tight. To be alone yet never lonely is to reach your shining star. When you have found your one and only, how lucky, lucky you are. Belonging to someone is a heavenly dream that comes true. Oh, yes, it does. Sweet as a beautiful song written for two. Oh, how I long to belong to someone like you. Someone just like you. Someone just like you.
What good is a dream, a plan or a scheme, the rainbow that you pursue? It's everything and it's nothing without someone to tell it to. How eager you are to get to that star, but after the journey's through, you're only a lonely dreamer without someone to tell it to. There'll be blue days, hard to get through days, days when you'll just want to die. Soon you're older and the world's colder when there's no shoulder to cry on. Castles in air are empty and bare, with no one to share the view. The moonlight is merely moonlight. There's no magic in I love you without someone to tell it to. The moonlight is merely moonlight. There's no magic in I love you without someone to tell it too.
And so we come to the end of another program. I hope you enjoyed the music of For Someone Special, and that it maybe took you back to when you first met someone special. I'd like to thank you sincerely for hanging with me. I hope you enjoyed the music and that you'll make it a date every week at this time when I present some of the most beautiful and relaxing music you're unlikely to hear just about anywhere else. So until we talk again, please have a great day, a great week, and always remember to take it easy.